Hi and welcome to another Harmless Untruth from Blue Monday Review. I'm your editor-in-chief, Amanda Hamilton. It's February, and it's really, really cold outside. It's snowing. Ruby's watching the snow. It's really coming down, so I'm very glad to be indoors with a cup of coffee and the new issue 4. If you haven't gotten your copy, issue 4, as I mentioned last month, is out, available on Amazon and CreateSpace. Go to bluemondayreview.com for details or click links in the comments. So this is the big news for last month. I also have big news for this month. It's been 3 months of pretty continuous big news and big changes for Blue Monday Review, which is kind of how I like it. It means that the journal is continuing to grow and change, which, what better way to encapsulate Kurt Vonnegut's craziness than to continually keep ourselves on our toes. So the big news this month is that Blue Monday Review is entering a partnership with a little group called Kansas City Writers. I have been in talks with Brian Culp, who is the current head of Kansas City Writers, and there's a little ragtag group of volunteers who have expressed interest in, working for Blue Monday Review, and so that means that probably the shape and the tone and hopefully the quality of Blue Monday Review is going to change, and my goal is for the better. So starting this issue, you'll be getting your work read and reviewed by more than just me and sometimes Helen. You'll be getting it read by several people within the community of Kansas City Writers. So that's exciting. I'm excited to get a little bit of help and some different perspectives. It's a little lonely at the top of this tiny mound that I stand on. The other thing that our partnership with Kansas City Writers is going to imply is that Blue Monday Review is going to start being a little more Kansas City facing. This is going to take the form of a new feature every issue. Starting in May, we will be featuring at least one Kansas City author or artist in every issue. Our goal is to include one short story and one poem from a Kansas City writer in every issue, but if Kansas City artists submit their work, we're going to consider that as well. So basically all we're wanting to do is feature 1 or 2 pieces from Kansas City creators and start getting Kansas City work read and seen and out in the public. So if you are currently living in Kansas City or the surrounding area, I'm talking Independence, Liberty, those kinds of suburbish type things. They're not quite suburbs of Kansas City, but they count. So if you live in one of those cities or are in Kansas City and are a writer, poet, author, or artist, or anything like that, then please go to Blue Monday Review, read our submission guidelines, and send your work in. Now, of course, it's a new month, and that means we have a new Storytime Challenge winner. Now, February's Storytime Challenge winner is Daly. Kara has a BFA in creative writing from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. She currently lives in Boston, where she spends her time writing, singing, hoop dancing, and many other things that generate little to no income. You can visit her website at karadalypoetry.wordpress.com, and that link's in the comments. Now, Kara's poem that won the Storytime Challenge for February is called Want Song, and Kara has graciously offered to read her poem. So here is Kara Daly reading her poem, Want Song.
Each playground rebuilt this summer someone must have proposed, gutted, swiped, and resurrected in bright yellows and blues. Every road widened, someone thought, and then the roads expanded like lungs. A parking deck, another said, a parking deck, one echoed, a parking deck, came the refrain until all were singing the city's hymns. Great men descended from shiny roofs to do the good work, to take their break in the shade, remove the hard hat, and click open the cooler. We moved over for them, and they painted fresh lines for us to follow. We walked around them, breathed their dust. We woke when our own buildings shook with wanting. We got out of bed as the jackhammers' cry all but shattered our windows. We poured our coffee, sat at the kitchen table, and watched as brick by brick the sky sealed shut.
Thanks, Kara. All right, that's all we have for February. If you haven't yet, get your copy of issue 4. It's now available for purchase on Amazon and CreateSpace, as are the previous 3 issues. Remember, if you know anyone who lives in Kansas City or the surrounding areas, or if you do, then send in your work, whether that's fiction, poetry, nonfiction, essay, art, one-act plays, whatever it is. Send it in. We're also gearing up for regular issues in May for the rest of the issue, so send in your fiction, send in your poetry, send in your artwork, especially send in your artwork, and you might get your work published. So thanks for watching. This has been another Harmless Untruth from Blue Monday Review, and I've been Amanda Hamilton. Have a good day.